Good morning students. Students, in this video we are going to continue our previous topic. Okay, what we have discussed in our previous video. In our previous video we have discussed about major physiographic divisions of our India. Okay, yesterday I have told you that we can divide the physiography of our India into these 6 parts. Okay, and we were discussing our part number 1, the Himalaya mountains. Okay, we have discussed about the Himalaya mountains, all these things I told you yesterday. Okay, even I have told you these 3 classification of our Himalaya mountain. I am repeating once again, measure these 3 classifications we have of our Himalaya mountain. Number 1, the Great Himalayas, or it is known as Himadri also. Number 2, Himachal or Lesser Himalayas. And on number 3, it is our Shivalik. And Shivalik is the southernmost range of our Himalaya mountain. Okay students, so let me explain further. Students, in this video we will learn about highest peaks of the Himalayas. Okay students, we will learn about the highest peaks of the Himalayas. Especially we will discuss and practice map work, that where all these major mountains are located, in which countries these mountains are located. Okay student, so I am taking this table. Students, what are these? These are the highest peaks of the Himalayas. Yesterday we were discussing about our Himalaya mountain, and we were discussing our part number 1, this one, the Greater Himalayas. And now we are discussing the same, the Greater Himalayas. Okay, so now I have taken the major highest peaks included in our Himalaya mountain. So students, on number 1, it is our Mount Everest. Okay, Mount Everest is located in Nepal. Okay, and just discuss the height also, and the height of Mount Everest is 8,848 meter. Okay, number 2, Kanchenjunga. Okay students, Kanchenjunga is the second heighted mountain. Okay, second heighted mountain. It is located in India. I will give you location in written form also, so just discuss now. And the height of Kanchenjunga is 8,598 meter. Okay, and now third, it is our Mekalu mountain. It is located in Nepal, and the height is 8,481 meter. Now it is Dholagiri. It is also located in Nepal, and the height is 8,172 meter. It is our Nanga Parvat. Especially it is located in Jammu and Kashmir in India, and the height is 8,126 meter. Annapurna. It is located in Nepal, and height is 8,078 meter. It is our Nanda Devi mountain. It is also located in India, and height is 7,817 meter. Now it is our Kamet mountain. It is also located in India, and the height is 7,756 meter. It is our Namcha Barwa. It is also located in India, and the height is 7,756 meter. And it is our Garla Mandata. It is also located in Nepal, 7,728 meter. So students, I am giving you the table of these mountains in written form also, so attend it. Students, see topic, location of some highest peaks of Himalayas. Number 1, Nanga Parvat. It is located in Jammu and Kashmir. Okay students. Number 2, Kamet. It is located in Uttarakhand. Okay student. And number 3, it is our Nanda Devi mountain. It is also located in Uttarakhand. So both of these two mountains, Kamet and Nanda Devi, both these two mountains are located in the same state, and this is our Uttarakhand. Okay students, in Uttarakhand, these two mountains, Kamet and Nanda Devi. Now it is our Dholagiri mountain. Dholagiri is located in Nepal. Number 5, Annapurna. It is also located in Nepal. It means these two mountains, Dholagiri and Annapurna, these two mountains are located in the same country, and this one is our Nepal. Okay, so Dholagiri and Annapurna, both of these two mountains are located in Nepal. Now it is our Mount Everest. As you know, students, that we have seen in the table that Mount Everest comes on the top of heighted mountains, and the height is this mountain is 8,848 meter. So see, Mount Everest is located on the border between Nepal and Tibet. Okay, it is located on the border between Nepal and Tibet in China. Okay, it means the location of our Mount Everest mountain is in both of the countries, in the Nepal also and in China also. Makalu, it is located right on the border of Nepal and Tibet. Makalu, it is rightly located on the border of Nepal and Tibet. Now Kanchenjunga, it is located along the Nepal-Sikkim border in Himalayas. I am repeating, Kanchenjunga, Nepal-Sikkim border. Okay. Now Namcha Barwa, it is located in China. Okay, students, Namcha Barwa is located in China. So students, these are some popular highest peaks of Himalayas. Okay, and clearly I have given you the location of these mountains. What you have to do, you have to draw this page in your geography fair notebook. Just maintain this data in your geography fair notebook. It is very valuable for you. Okay, now see the India map. Students, now we will discuss the location of these mountains with the help of our India map. Okay, I am repeating, we are going to discuss the location of these mountains with the help of our India map. Okay, students, see, this is our Nanga Parbat. This is our Nanga Parbat. It is located in Jammu Kashmir. You can see this is our Jammu Kashmir. So the location of this mountain is Jammu Kashmir in our India. Okay, now see next. Students, you can see it is our Kamet mountain. This triangle is the symbol of mountain. See clearly, this is our Kamet mountain, Kamet, and it is located in Uttarakhand. You know, this part is our Uttarakhand. Okay, this part is our Uttarakhand and this is our Nepal. So Kamet mountain is located in Uttarakhand. Okay, students, and now this one is our Nanda Devi. Okay, student, this one is our, just see closely, Nanda Devi. This mountain is known as Nanda Devi, and this mountain is also located in Uttarakhand. So Kamet and Nanda Devi, both of the mountains are located in our Uttarakhand state, and Uttarakhand state is in our India. Okay, now just see the mountains of Nepal. I have written also the name of the mountains which are located in Nepal. See this line, in Nepal. Dholagiri mountain is located in Nepal. Annapurna mountain is located in Nepal. Mount Everest mountain is also located on the border of Nepal, and Makalu is also located. Okay, students, so see these. So students, see this one, Dholagiri and Annapurna, these two mountains. Dholagiri, this one, and this one is Annapurna. Both of these two mountains are located in Nepal. Okay, both of these two mountains are located in Nepal. Dholagiri and Dholagiri and Annapurna. Now see this Mekalu. Mekalu mountain, students, it is rightly located on the border of Nepal and Tibet. Okay, this one is our Mekalu mountain, this one. So it is rightly, when you will see your geography book, just take a close look on the page number 9. Just take a close look on the page number 9. Only then you will be able to see the location of these mountains. So it is our Mekalu mountain. It is rightly located on the border of Nepal and Tibet. You can see this is our Nepal. Okay, students, and this one is our Sikkim, and this one is our Bhutan country. Nepal, and this small part is our Sikkim state, and this one is our Bhutan, and rightly this part is known as our Arunachal Pradesh. Okay, so we have discussed about Dholagiri mountain, location of Dholagiri mountain. We have discussed about the location of Annapurna mountain. Now we are going to discuss our Kanchenjunga mountain. It is also very beautiful mountain, and it is located along the Nepal Sikkim border in Himalayas. Just see this triangle. This is the symbol of Kanchenjunga mountain. It's very beautiful and heighted mountain, and it is located along the Nepal Sikkim border in Himalayas. Okay, this is our Nepal, and nearby it is our Sikkim. So it is rightly located along the Nepal Sikkim border in the Himalayas. Okay. Okay, students, Mount Everest, just see this one. This is our Mount Everest. It is located on the border between Nepal and Tibet. This is our Mount Everest. So this is our Nepal, and this is our China. This one is our Tibet. So it is located right on the border between Nepal and Tibet, Mount Everest. Now see this one. This mountain is known as Namcha Barua. Okay, student, this is known as our Namcha Barua mountain, and it is located in China. This part is known as China. So it is located in China. So students, what you have to do, you have to take a India map. Okay, and just try to locate these mountains. The names of these mountains have been given in this table also. See this table, and I have given you this page also for the location. You can see with the help of this page also. So take a India map and just try to locate all these major mountains in your India map, and after that just paste the map in your geography fair notebook. Okay, students, and your work should be very neat and clear. Okay, now let me explain further. Students, see, the folds of, we have discussed this table, the folds of the Great Himalayas are asymmetrical in nature. The core of this part of Himalayas is composed of granite. Core means internal part. Okay, it is composed of granite. Granite is the name of a rock. It is perennial snowbound, and a number of glaciers descend from this range. It means these almost mountains are covered, these mountains are covered with snow, and lot of glaciers are also included in these mountains. Okay, students, you know about this fact also, that these major mountains are covered with snow. Okay, almost time of the year, and most of the beautiful glaciers are also included in these mountains. Okay, students, we have discussed now. Now see further. The range lying to the south of the Himadri forms the most rugged mountain system and is known as Himachal or Lesser Himalayas. This is the same part yesterday I have told you. Second part, it is known as Himachal or Lesser Himalayas. Like this. This is part. Okay. This is our part number 2, classification. In the classification of our Himalaya, it is our part number 2. We have discussed yesterday. The ranges are mainly composed of highly compressed and altered rocks. These ranges included in Himachal or Lesser Himalayas, these ranges are almost composed of altered rocks. The altitude varies between 3700 and 4500 meters. It means the ranges, the mountains which are included in Himachal. Altitude means height. The height of these mountains varies from 3700 to 4500 meters. It means these are about the heights of these mountains included in Himachal, and the average width is of 50 km, while the Pir Panjal range forms the longest and the most important range. It means Pir Panjal mountain is also located in Himachal, and it is the longest and the most important range. What is the name? Pir Panjal. Where it is located? In Lesser Himalayas or in Himachal. Part number 2 we are discussing. The Dholadhar and the Mahabharat ranges are also prominent ones. Prominent means major, important. Okay, Dholadhar range is also included in this part number 2, and Mahabharata range is it is also located in this part number 2. So what are the important ranges included in this Himachal or Lesser Himalayas? Number 1, Pir Panjal range, number 2, Dhauladhar range, and number 3, Mahabharata ranges. But we are discussing the Himachal or Lesser Himalayas. Okay, this range consists of the famous valley of Kashmir, the Kangra and Kullu valley in Himachal Pradesh. Okay, it means the second range consists of valley of Kashmir. Kashmir of valley is included in this part. Kangra and Kullu valley, these are also included in this part. The region is well known for its hill stations. Students, you know almost beautiful hill stations we also would like to visit. We also would like to enjoy. Almost the hill stations are included in this part. Second part, Himachal or Lesser Himalayas. Okay. So, this was our second classification. Okay, now third one. We have discussed this part yesterday also. See, this one I have given to you. Number third, it is our Shivalik. This is the third part of our Himalayas. It is known as Shivalik and it is the southernmost part of our Himalaya. Like all this brown portion is known as Himalaya. So this one Shivalik, Shwrlik Shivalik range. So you can take an idea that it is the southernmost range of our Himalaya. Northern part, middle part, southernmost range. Okay, students. So just see this one. The outermost range of the Himalayas is called the Shivalik. They extend over a width of 10 to 50 kilometer. Okay, the width of this range is from 10 to 50 kilometer and have an altitude means height, varying between 900 and 1100 meters. Okay, just learn all these datas. This one. These ranges are composed of unconsolidated sediments brought down by rivers from the main Himalayan ranges located further north. Okay, student, it means this part is mainly composed by sediments, and these sediments are carried by the major rivers, the rivers who are coming from the Himalaya mountains. The rivers are coming and they would like to deposit their sediments. So with the help of these with the help of the deposition of these sediments, this part has made up. These valleys are covered with thick gravel and alluvium. The longitudinal valley lying between Lesser Himalayas and the Shivaliks are known as dunes. Okay, the longitudinal valley lying between Lesser Himalayas means number 2, this one, and Shivalik means number 3. So the valleys lying between these two parts are known as dunes. Okay, students, just learn these names. Dehradun is also very important. You all are familiar with the name. Kotli Dune is also very important, and Patli Dune. These are major 3 dunes, are some of the well-known dunes. And where these are located? These are located between Lesser Himalayas and the Shivalik Himalayas. Okay, students. Besides the longitudinal divisions, the Himalayas have been divided on the basis of regions from west to east. Okay. These divisions have been demarcated by river valleys. Okay, so the base of these divisions are rivers. For example, the part of Himalayas lying between Indus and Satluj has been traditionally known as Punjab Himalaya. Okay, students, I'm repeating, the part of Himalayas lying between Indus River and Satluj River has been known as Punjab Himalayas, but it is also known regionally as Kashmir and Himachal Himalaya from west to east, respectively. The part of Himalayas lying between Satluj and Kali rivers is known as Kumaon Himalayas. Student, this is the classification on the basis of our rivers. Okay. So, the part of Himalayas lying between Satluj and Kali rivers is known as Kumaon Himalayas. The Kali and Tista rivers demarcate the Nepal Himalayas, and the part lying Tista and Dihang rivers is known as Assam Himalayas. Okay. Students, just when you will focus on this page, okay, on this page number 9, very easily you will be able to locate to see the location of these rivers like Indus rivers, Jhelum river, Ravi river, Satluj river, Yamuna, Ganga. All these rivers are clearly has been shown here. So easily you will be able to see the location of these rivers. Okay. Okay. There are regional names also in these broad categories. Find out some regional names. The Brahmaputra marks the easternmost boundary of Himalayas. This river marks the easternmost boundary of Himalayas, as we have discussed yesterday also. This is our Brahmaputra river and this is our Indus river. So majorly we can say that our Himalaya mountain is located on the basis of rivers. We can say it is located between our Indus river to it is going continue and this is our Brahmaputra river. Okay. So just take the same. Brahmaputra river marks the easternmost boundary of Himalayas. Beyond the Dihang Gorge, the Himalayas bend sharply to the south and spread along the eastern boundary of India. They are known as Purvanchal or the eastern hills and mountains. Okay. These hills running through the northeastern states are mostly composed of strong sandstones. Northeastern states. Okay. These are all these are included in our northeastern states like our Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, Manipur, and you all know about that. Students, it means our Himalaya mountain starts from here, okay, and it is moving like this from Jammu Kashmir to Arunachal Pradesh, and after Arunachal Pradesh, these mountains spreads in the northeastern direction. It means the some mountain peaks are also included in these states. In these states, it means in our northeastern states. This is the location, and after that, some mountains are locating in these parts also. Okay. They are known as Purvanchal or the eastern hills and mountains. We are discussing these hills running through the northeastern states. Okay, many hills are included in northeastern states, as I have told you now. Northeastern states like Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, Manipur, all these are mostly composed of strong sandstones, and these major hills are made up of strong sandstones, which are sedimentary rocks. Okay, sedimentary rocks covered with dense forest. They mostly run as parallel ranges and valleys. Almost valleys are also included in these states, and these states are covered with dense forest, as you know, like our Arunachal Pradesh, Mizoram, Manipur. Very dense forests have been found here. The Purvanchal comprises the Patkai Hills and the Naga Hills and the Manipur Hills and the Mizo Hills. Okay, students. So, what we have discussed now, especially we have discussed the some important peaks included in our Himalaya mountain. Okay, so in this way we have completed our Himalaya mountain. Okay, the description of Himalaya mountain. Okay, students, in our next video we will take our next topic, the northern plains. Okay, I am telling you now, in our next video I will explain the northern plain of our India. So students, I am repeating what you have to do. Okay, at first you have to attend this video very carefully along with your geography book. Take your geography book, take your pencil, okay, and just attend this video. Okay, so I have told you that these mountains and the locations I have given to you, so you have to write down all the data included in this page in your geography fair notebook, and one map work also. Take an India map, okay, and what you have to do, try to locate all these okay. These are 8 or 9 major mountains. Okay, so I have told you the location also, so try to locate all these mountains in your India map. Okay, and after locating these mountains, just paste that map in your geography fair notebook. Okay, just write the location, just show the location and try to learn also. Okay, students, thanks a lot, students. Have a good day.